from the ground to the rooftop. The drums don't lie, they call my name.
consistency, you will never finish. For 4 consistent, successful editions of this summit, I believe the Ghana Hubs Network, Impact Investing Ghana, and the National Entrepreneurship and Innovation Plan are deserving of a resounding round of applause. 4 amazing editions of innovating, collaborating, and elevating conversations and action towards shaping a future of endless potential for our industry. Please, one more time, let's celebrate them. And so in the spirit of innovation, let me say a very good morning to you all and to thank you for attending to the call of our hosts, the Ghana Hubs Network, the Impact Investing Ghana, and the National Entrepreneurship and Innovation Program, together with all our partners, as we mark this 5th edition of the Ghana Digital Innovation Week, GDIW 2025. We're particularly touched by the presence of some broad stakeholders. Allow me to acknowledge with gratitude our guest of honor, representing the Minister for Communication, Digital Technology and Innovation, the Head of Innovations. Make welcome Mr. Emmanuel Ofori. Thank you for joining us. For our keynote speaker, he's represented by the Director and Head of Partnerships and Markets at the 24-Hour Economy and Accelerated Export Development Secretariat. Make welcome Dr. Ishmael Dudu. We receive with great delight a dependable partner, the Head of Development Cooperation at the German Embassy, Madame Johanna Klotz. Make welcome also the CEO of the Venture Capital Trust Fund, Mr. Michael Abe. Thank you. With joy, we receive a governance and inclusive growth lead for the UNDP, representing the UN Resident Coordinator. Make welcome Dr. Edward Fuku Amprichum. In the same vein, help me celebrate yours and mine, the wind beneath our wings, the CEO of the Impact Investing Ghana, Madame Amalate. How about a round of applause for the Cluster Coordinator, GIZ Ghana, Mr. Wilhelm Hugo. The Head of Project of the GIZ Ghana also joins us, Mr. David Roberts. Mr. Emmanuel Mumuni is the Program Component Lead at GIZ Ghana. Please, he deserves a round of applause too. And the Director, Innovation and Research, Caspar Campoli, also joins us. A round of applause. Together with you, directors and officials from the ministries, departments, and agencies, our development partners, captains of industry from the public and the private sector, distinguished delegates and exhibitors, our dear members of the press, ladies and gentlemen, we say accept the warm and generous welcome of GDIW 2025. Today's agenda is as rich as it gets, and here to lay the foundation through a presentation, ladies and gentlemen, is our very own chairman or chairperson of the Ghana Hubs Network. Would you please, with resounding joy, receive Mr. Yao Edu Jemfi.
Thank you very much, Jerry. And good morning, everyone. Let me lower this. So when we started, let's say now we are in the 5th year, 4 years ago, the idea was that the programs will be held here in this room in Accra. However, the host and partners, we sat down and engaged. We realized that we need to take this to the regions. To be able to truly understand the level of innovation and digital transformation going on, we needed to go to the regions and find out for ourselves. So one of the things that we did was to start with just 3 regions. Now we are in 6 regions, and I just want to share with you, very brief, because the details will come in later. Very brief highlights on what happened in the 6 regions this year. So our theme, as we know, is catalyzing for change, innovation and digital transformation at the center of Ghana's development agenda. The idea is that Ghana has a development agenda, but how do we leverage emerging tech? How do we leverage innovation and digital transformation to make that possible? And that's what we set out to do. So we started in the Western region all of these programs were held the month prior to this one in October. So when we started in the Western region, the focus behind the main theme, the focus in the West was inclusive entrepreneurship and creative tech for young people. And so most of the ideas, the engagements, the exhibitions that happened there, and the panel discussions that emanated from there highlighted on this. And then also the second point of catalyzing local economic growth and global competitiveness. The idea was that how do you position the Western region as a go-to region, right? As a go-to region for catalyzing local growth, leveraging global competitiveness. And then we went to the Eastern region. In the East, we looked at the competitive and comparative advantages, but mainly how do you then drive digital storytelling and content creation, driving youth for change. Let's understand that these ideals highlighted or were the base for the host at the regions in the sort of the programs that were held. And then the second point was about innovation in media, transforming communication and education. We know that the Eastern region is a hub of education. The Eastern region is also a hub for content creation. And so this program sort of emphasized that. Then in the Ashanti region, we know the Ashanti region is a hub of culture. And so we looked at how is the interface of emerging tech and culture itself. How do we preserve cultural assets, leveraging emerging tech? How do we monetize cultural assets, for instance? Then also looking at emerging tech for entrepreneurship and trade. We know that the African Continental Free Trade Area Agreement is in place. Accra is the host. However, we know that in the Middle Belt, there's a lot of trade that goes on there. So how do we leverage emerging tech to position those in the Middle Belt, especially in the Ashanti region, to take advantage of the policies that are already available? In the Bono East, specifically in Techiman, as we know, is the breadbasket of Ghana. And so the idea is that how do we leverage emerging tech? How do we build capacity? How do we ensure that in Techiman, in the Bono East, areas around Kwame Danso, and Kranza, and where a lot of commercial farms are going on, we know that the 24-hour economy director is here, representative is here. They're looking at growing food for exports. So the Bono East becomes an area to look at. So they held agri-tech hackathons and ideation challenges, highlighting some of the potential, and then also the potential of smart agriculture solutions in promoting rural jobs. In the Upper West, something is happening in the Upper West that we need to draw attention to. When we talk about making of vehicles, the idea is that it was only in the South, or maybe in Kumasi or Accra, but model vehicles are being made in Wa, one that we need to look at. But it's all about inclusion, underserved regions, people who ordinarily will be underserved, leveraging technology and building the sort of solutions that are needed at this moment. Then in the Northern region was the last region for the road to GDIW. However, in the Northern region, there's a focus on women trained in AI, being trained in AI tools to enhance their productivity and also skills. The focus on women and girls is important because that's where the challenge is in the Northern region. How is the, for instance, Hopin Academy that organized the program there, how are they focusing on leveraging emerging tech and ensuring that women have the skills that they need? There's also the promotion of empowerment and participation in the digital age. There's a gap, a huge gap in that area, and Hopin Academy, which sort of hosted a program, wants to close that gap using emerging tech. So let me say that in these six regions, starting in Western, the Eastern region, the Ashanti region, Bono East region, all the way to Upper West and Northern regions, the idea was that the theme of this year's program is being localized to reflect the issues that are important to stakeholders in the regions. As we move along, we will bring on more partners. We'll bring on more partners, just in the regions, but also in Accra, taking them to the regions and expanding the program in the regions. I think that once we're able to do that, we'll get a lot more participation from the regions. Because the idea is that once the regions get on and start demonstrating what is possible with respect to leveraging of digital technologies and innovation, then we get to understand the potential of Ghana. Because the regions will give you the sort of a heartbeat of what happens in Ghana. And then once we all also converge here, bringing in the insights from the regions and sharing, then the national programs become more integrated, more relevant with respect to what the region's expectations are. Thank you very much, and I look forward to the 3 days of engagement. And a special thanks to our partners in the regions that made this possible. If we have Noni Hub, any representative from Noni Hub, just raise up your hand. We'll acknowledge you. Hopping Academy. So Noni Hub in the Upper West, Hopping Academy in the Northern region, Hyperspace in the Ashanti region, Media Below in the Eastern region, and then also the Upper Workspace and the Upper Workspace in the Western region, and Agrico Hub in the Bono East region. Thank you very much for all the support, and I'll use this opportunity to engage you and endeavor that you engage further as the program wears on. A video will be showed later on what the whole regional program was about. Enjoy.
It's a build-up to GDIW 2025, Innovation and Digital Transformation at the center of Ghana's development agenda. Please, one more time, help me celebrate our chairperson, the Ghana Hubs Network, Mr. Yao Edujemfi. Thank you. Oh, please. One may ask, what initiatives have been planned for this year? Well, it falls to my brother Courage Asase, who is the Programs Officer at Impact Investment Ghana and Programs Manager at the GDIW, to walk you through. Please make him welcome with a round of applause.
Good morning, and I welcome you all to GDIW 2025. Today I'm here to talk about our initiatives, conference initiatives of what we plan to take you through for the year 2025, what happened last year, last 2 years, and the main focus for this year. My job is to take you through the plan and programming for what we've designed for this year and expectations for the 3 days of our stay from now till Friday. So GDIW is a platform designed for collaboration to drive action for the digital innovation and the transformation ecosystem in Ghana, as we all know. What are the objectives of this particular platform? We set out GDIW to be able to identify a common national vision that is able to drive Ghana's digital innovation ecosystem and generate interest with prompt and concrete action. We also want to celebrate and showcase initiatives that accomplish Ghana's digital innovation ecosystem. And finally, we want to stimulate a mindset shift among Ghanaians so that citizens can be able to encourage them to be able to drive change and innovation. Now, what is the theme for this year? This year, we are looking at how we are able to connect innovation and digital transformation to catalyze for change. So the theme for this year is innovation and digital transformation at the center of Ghana's development agenda. We are looking at a program where innovation is not run in silos, digital transformation is not run in silos, both are connecting towards the job mandates of this new government and the country. What have we done so far in terms of our collective impact? This is the 5th year programming for GDIW. We started in 2021 and we are in 2025. What has been the achievement or impact so far? So in 2021, that's where it all began. We had over 15,000 participants nationwide. As Yao mentioned, there is the road to GDIW and then there's a national GDIW, all in one programming. We have over 200 curated sessions from 2021 till this year. We also have over 200 local businesses that are supported through our exhibition programming. And then we have over 500 plus international voices joining the digital story of Ghana. But one key important information is that we also have policies that were set out from the platform. Now, the key features of our plan for this year. What is the main plan for 2025? We started this year with the launch and then we dived deep into the road to GDIW. For the road to GDIW, we have planned it to be a series of local level programming that happened at the regional level. So this year, we were in 6 regions. We were in Western, Eastern, Bono East, Ashanti, Northern, and Upper West region. We brought together national stakeholders at the local level and feed that information to the national level. We were also able to divest various innovation programming and focus on traditional innovation at the grassroots level. Another key important component of our programming for this year is our collaborative plan. We want to leave here with more action points where we get our stakeholders to commit to more actionable points for us. And this will feed into our national collaborative plan. And this year, we want to capture the commitment of all stakeholders in this room towards one collaborative action plan. And we'll be doing that from now till the 3rd day. And we want to make a commitment. As we are in this room together as individuals and stakeholders from multiple organizations, we believe that your commitment to this plan, the actions that we generate from the GDIW, and all the conversations would feed into what we go in for next year. And so on that note, I want to invite everybody to be upstanding. Let's be on our feet. Let's be on our feet, everybody, and make a commitment to this year's programming. I want us to read directly and make this pledge and commitment. Please put one hand on your chest and commit your soul to this plan. So let's go.
So we've designed a small app for your phone so that you can do this pledge. It's a black box with a hole in the middle. Please take out your phone, you see the app. Have you seen the app? It's your camera. So place the camera on yourself, a video, while you recite this. Courage, where's your phone? I beg, go and get it. Let's do it together. The hashtag is hashtag GDIW and another hashtag, hashtag GDIW25. courage. And so we're sending this message to the whole world that we've made this commitment to be a movement bigger than apartheid. Courage?
Yes.
Take us through.
All right. Are you ready? Let's go. I commit to make GDIW 2025 not just an event, but a movement for action and change. I stand for innovation. I stand for impact. I stand for Ghana's digital future today. Hallelujah. Clap for yourself. So we will be playing the videos. And on this note, I want to once again welcome you to this year's event. Please stay through from day 1 to day 3. We have exciting programming for you. And I invite you to join the sessions later in the afternoon. Thank you very much.
Welcome to the Grand Arena right here at the Accra International Conference Center. We'd like to say thank you for coming in your numbers to be part of this great day in history. The Ghana Digital Innovation Week, GDIW, is the first of its kind to ignite, co-create, develop, and transform.
It's very exciting to take part in today's event. Brilliant opportunity for shaping the vision for Ghana's digital economy.
It was very clear to us that the path of digitalization and innovation was very important for Ghana. I see a continued need to uphold the collaborative nature of this partnership.
And this is how far we've come, from mobilizing collective action and investment to catalyze growth in Ghana's digital innovation ecosystem, far back as 2021, to localizing Ghana's digital and innovation ecosystem opportunities for economic development in 2022. In 2023, we got together to innovate, collaborate, elevate by shaping a future of endless potential. And in 2024, we got together to innovate, collaborate for digital transformation and impact. And right here and now, in 2025, here we are innovating for digital transformation at the center of Ghana's development agenda. Let's put our hands together for how far we've come. And so, today we stand together as one united family, united by innovation, thanks to the German government and the German Development Corporation, which has been with us for the past 50 years, assisting us to scale and to achieve tremendous gains in our digital economy. Here to speak to us on behalf of the embassy is the head of Development Corporation. Would you please make welcome Johanna Klotz.
Good morning. I'm standing on the protocol established by my colleagues here, so distinguished guests. It is a privilege for me to join you here today for the opening of the 2025 edition of the Ghana Digital Innovation Week, a national celebration that has become the heartbeat of Ghana's digital transformation journey, and we already saw the highlights from the last year. Ghana's progress in digitalization has always been powered by partnerships. Government, private actors, academia, innovators, and development allies working side by side to unlock opportunities. For me, the Digital Innovation Week is a strong symbol of these powerful partnerships. Over the last decade, Ghana has positioned itself as one of West Africa's leading digital economy. Last week, we had the honor of our President of the Federal Republic of Germany, His Excellency Dr. Walter Steinmeier, visiting Ghana. He has been here before 8 years ago, and he visited young startups and tech companies then and now. He said that he was already impressed 8 years ago, but what he witnessed now was even exceeding his expectations. And I have to say that I'm quite proud of the role that the German Development Corporation has here in Ghana supporting digital innovation. But of course, we are not doing this alone or on our own, of course, but we are here to support the Ghanaian government in their policies. They have a very strong determination to harness technology for inclusive growth and job creation. These include the 1 Million Coders program, the Green Digital City Initiative, and of course, the 24-hour economy strategy. This year, we celebrate 50 years of this partnership, 50 years of Ghana Development Corporation. Over the past 5 decades, this partnership has continually evolved to reflect Ghana's national priorities, from early collaboration focusing on fresh water and infrastructure, to today's joint commitment to innovation, digitalization, and youth employment. Because Ghana's digital sector already employs tens of thousands directly and indirectly. But the real potential lies ahead. Emerging industries from agri-tech to fintech, health tech, and creative media are creating the next wave of decent jobs for Ghana's young population. Our joint efforts in digital transformations are guided by one central principle: leave no one behind. Ghana's innovation story is strongest when every citizen, women, men, youth, persons with disabilities, entrepreneurs in urban centers here in Accra, but also artisans in rural communities, when everybody has access to the same digital opportunities. This is why ongoing cooperation focuses on digital literacy and training in digital marketing, coding, and e-commerce skills to expand employability and self-employment for a wide range of people. This is why we also focus on support for women entrepreneurs with tailored mentoring and digital coaching. And this is also why we want to bridge the urban-rural divide in digitalization. As we mark this 50 years journey, we do not only celebrate history, but we want to build momentum for the future, to continue learning, co-creating, and investing together in the next generation of ideas and solutions emerging from Ghana's vibrant innovation ecosystem. Because all of these achievements point to one truth: no single actor can drive digital transformation alone. Ghana's innovation system thrives because of its partnerships between ministries, regulators, startups, investors, universities, and communities. And the Ghana Digital Innovation Week embodies this spirit of collaboration. It is more than just a conference. It's a movement of doers, of dreamers, of problem solvers, united by a shared belief that technology should create opportunities for all. With this, I wish everyone a successful week of dreaming, of doing, and of networking to form new partnerships that will carry Ghana's innovations into the future. Thank you.
One more time, ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause for the German Development Corporation and the head of Development Corporation, Madame Johanna Klotz. Thank you for those warm remarks of assurances, of endorsement of our platform, but most importantly, spelling out your cardinal principle underlining this partnership of not leaving any sector behind by creating equal opportunities for every segment, anchored in the belief that no single sector can drive innovation alone. Which is why we now put the spotlight on startups. Who are they? We know them. We love them, and we certainly can't do without them. But do we ever assist them to flourish and to impact? Ladies and gentlemen, we're here to showcase one amazing startup, and for the next few minutes, it is my joy to present IoT Group to you. A round of applause.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning, everyone. I hope you're all excited to be here this morning. Right. So as we look into the future, we know a number of things are certain. Technology is definitely going to take over the world and has already started. We've seen how AI is taking over the world, robotics, blockchain, among others. So we need to also rethink our future on how we can leverage on these technologies to build a better future for us all. So my session, titled Building a Prosperous Africa, a vision we have set for 2050. Our vision for 2050 is to harness the potential power of the emerging technologies to build a better future for our continent. And my name is Joshua Pokwajiman. I'm the president for IoT Network Hub. After senior high school, I loved computers. So I went straight into entrepreneurship. At age 19, I started my first startup called Personet, and I've been running for the past 10 years. 9 years ago, we had a vision to look into the future. 9 years ago, nobody was literally talking about AI, robotics, and the likes. And today is all about on our phones. Whether you like it or not, you have it. Whether you use it or not, you have it. And that's where we're going with the future. Right. As we look into African population growth, you could see that by 2050, we're going to be the largest population in the world. Population of 2.4 billion, representing about 25% of the world population. And what is interesting about this population is that more than 60% are going to be young people under 25 years. We have only 25 years to double our population. What opportunities and challenges lies ahead? And that's why we exist. When you look at STEM education, which has also been proven to be the best way to learn in the 21st century, Africa only have 3% of our students pursuing STEM-related careers. And there are a lot of challenges that could lead to that, including stereotypes, lack of resources, among other challenges. We also have an army of what we call emerging technologies going to take away a lot of jobs. I'm sure you've already seen that. Now we have agentic AI who could literally do a lot of things that humans were capable of doing, meaning we're not going to need a lot of human beings doing a lot of works, some works. And according to report by McKinsey Global, they said by 2030, 5 years from now, between 400 to 800 people are going to lose their job. These are people who already have jobs. They are losing it. Then when we come to research and development, where usually innovations paint out into commercialization to create more jobs, Africa contributes only 1.1% to the global research. So when you look at these three big challenges we face, a large population growth, lack of quality education, lack of researchers to help us solve the problems we face, then there needs to be something that needs to be done. And that's where we started IoT Network Hub. We foresaw that with these technologies, we could solve a lot of the challenges we face as a continent. So as an organization, our core purpose is to explore emerging technologies to solving problems and building a better future for us all. And we do that through these three main approach. Our community building, we have a large community across over 20 African countries with over 50,000 membership. We build human capacity, and we do research, innovation, development. When it comes to community building, most of our activities include our chapters we have across the university campuses to the regionals to the African countries. We do organize what we call the IT meetup. It's a monthly meetup. It's free for everyone to come and learn. And we've been doing this for the past 9 years, every month. These are images from some of our events at our meetup. So our goal at our meetup is to bring these technologies to your exposure, just like we've seen at our booths everywhere today. Exposure, we believe, help influence your interests and spark direction for you to build a career. So we have this set up. we offer practical workshops, and a lot of our speakers today had been facilitators at our events as well. Right. The second pillar we look at is the human capital development, where we look at building the capacity of the young people from STEM education to digital skills, among other use cases that is relevant for the future. And we just had this program last couple of months. It was a vacation program for junior high school students. They go through 5 weeks intensive training, and when they're done, they're able to build innovation. And these are students between the age of 8 to 13. We also have a program we run every year across the country that empower young people to innovate across the country every year. And these are some innovation junior high school students are building across the country. Then we have launched a TV show that brings STEM education to millions of young people across the country, so that those who can have access to the STEM lab and teachers to teach them, they could watch TV, get their kids, and practice as well. And when it comes to climate and sustainability too, we have been able to do a lot of projects along the line where we convert plastic waste and other things to useful products. And these are some products that were converted from waste into this useful product. From the bin and all that were made from plastics. Then we have a hackathon program, which we're going to have a hackathon here tomorrow. We invite you all to come and experience with no prior knowledge. You come in, you learn a skill and build something within a few hours, in 3 hours. Then we have a DIE program, a program that we have launched with the British Council, funded by the British Council, to train unemployed graduates in 8 weeks and help them find jobs. We are happy to have our first cohort here with us, 80 of them, they are here with us to share their experience as well. So as we're wrapping up on our innovation, it's been a long journey. During COVID, we built a lot of innovation to fight COVID. We had a chance to exhibit in the first GDIW, where we met the vice president at the time. Afterwards, we got featured by United Nations magazine for the innovation we built. Then GDIW 2022, we had the opportunity to bring a robot that we were working on at the time to showcase. And this robot could understand our language and communicate. Then on the third year, we built Asantua. Our concept was to build a humanoid robot here in Ghana. And that too happened. And then on GDIW 2024, we have Sira. Sira was an educational robot we brought, also built here in Ghana, 3D printed. Yeah. So some of the outcomes that we have enjoyed over the past 5 years at the GDIW include the fact that we're able to validate our prototypes, get feedback, and get interest, partnership, and also made a lot of sales. And as we speak this morning, we've sold 10 products this morning at the booths as well. And this is products that were developed through our exposure here. This just happened 3 years ago, and within 36 months, we've sold over 4,000 units. We've been able to impact over 10,000 learners. We are piloted in 7 African countries, among others. And just last week, we got featured by BBC News on our product and innovation as well, among other things. So this is how the journey started with robotics. The goal was to find local materials to build a robot. And we started with the first wooden device over there. Then it had to be evolving in our lab, try to figure out how to build it. Some recognition we have include that. Yep. And some partners we work with also include that. So as we look into 2057, Ghana will be 100 years. The question I want to ask you, what kind of Ghana you want to see when Ghana is 100? We have a vision for what Ghana should look like when Ghana is 100. And it's a future we are working all together to ensure that we can build that. And it's something that is going to happen. So as I'm wrapping up, I want to challenge you all and ask you, if not now, then when? If not us, then who? Can we all please say that together? If not now, then when? If not us, then who? Now, I'll wrap up with a quote that says that the future belongs to those who can imagine it, those who can design it, and those who can execute it. And it isn't something that we have to wait, but something that we have to build. And if we want to see this future happen when Ghana is 100, we need to work together. And that's why I believe that this platform serves as a catalyst to bring us together, to look into the future and build the future that we want together. Thank you. So We have built a robot here, right here in Ghana. We use 3D printers, and one of the research projects we're doing is to convert plastic waste, which is a very big problem, into filament that can be used to print robotics parts for education. So our robot here, he's called Flexi, and Flexi is a wellness instructor. So I know we've sat for too long. Flexi is going to help us do some little stretching. So we're going to start.
I'm Flexi.
Yeah.
First, Flexi, stretch instructor. I was designed to help you move better, feel better, and stay flexible, no matter your age or fitness level. With Jet below there. I'm Flexi, your personal, full-body exercise and stretching instructor. I was designed to help you move better, feel better, and stay flexible, no matter your age or fitness level. With gentle, guided movements and real-time feedback, I make stretching simple, safe, and even fun. Whether you're recovering from an injury, sitting at a desk all day, or just want to improve your mobility, I'm here to support you one stretch at a time. I use intelligent sensors and smart routines to tailor each session to your needs. And don't worry, I'll always go at your pace with calm instructions and helpful posture guidance. I was proudly created by UniMind Robotics, a team dedicated to combining human wellness with advanced robotics. Together, let's unlock your body's natural movement, improve your posture, and bring flexibility back into your life. Let's begin. Your stretch journey starts now with Flexi.
Okay, so we'll do just one demonstration. We're going to stretch together with Flexi, please. Can we please be on our feet? So Flexi is going to teach us how to stretch, because we've sat for too long. Please stretch. So we
Stretch
go
together.
We go
Up.
this way.
To
There
the
we go.
side. Reach forward.
Can we just do stretch,
And
please?
twist.
Just stretch.
Great
A
job.
simple one. This is too complex for beginners.
Wahoo.
Good. So we go this way. We come that way. Then we come down. Can we do the last one?
Time.
We go this way. We come this way. Then we come down. Right. Thank you.
Let's
so
stretch together. Up.
Finally, as we wrap
To
up,
the side. Reach
Flexi at
forward.
the moment can only move from the abdomen up. Our goal is to be able to get the legs to move in our next iteration and also work on aesthetics. Flexi works 100% offline, so you don't need connectivity. And we intend to advance this for offices. So when you say for a certain time, Flexi will tell you to pause, stretch, and get back to work. Over there is what we are envisioning to build. Next year will be 10 years. And as we're preparing to celebrate our 10th anniversary of innovation, we want to build something like that. So we're going to have a small demonstration from our big robot over there. Hello, Mr. Robot, if you can hear me, give us a move. A dance move. Can we get some music? Just for 30 seconds.
When the dust rises, the kings are made. No throne, no rope, just a shadow's shade. Brick by brick, we built from pain. Under the streets lights, we carve our name. There was below, then see our fight. We chased the dawn through endless nights. Street corner my head, I'm staying real. Every scar's a badge, every wound will heal. They can't break me, no, they never will. Street corner my head, I'm still. Street corner my head, I'm staying real. Every scar's a badge, every wound will heal. They can't break me, no, they never will. Street corner my head, I'm still. Concrete whispers, stories untold. Dreams are diamonds in the city's hold.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's official.
Sweat on my brow.
The street crown for innovation certainly goes to Joshua Pokwajiman and the IoT group. How about a round of applause? Congratulations on such a masterpiece. Here's to celebrating our startups for pushing constantly boundaries of what is possible. We salute you for creating new opportunities and products, services that make our lives better. Ladies and gentlemen, one more time, a round of applause. And since Superman could go to Otumfuo during Akwesedai, I believe this robot will go next time. Please. Thank you very much. We ask a very simple question. How does the United Nations come in this equation? Well, over the past few years, the UN has spearheaded numerous interventions by promoting not only solidarity, but sustainability and science in their quest to achieve the SDGs, which aim at also ensuring that all people enjoy peace and prosperity by 2030. We're particularly glad to receive the remarks of the UN Resident Coordinator delivered to us by the UNDP Lead for Governance and Inclusive Growth. Would you please make welcome Mr. Ziad Choudhury.
Thank you. Obviously, this is not Zia, but this is a representative of Zia. My name is Edward Amprechum. I lead work on governance and growth at UNDP. Standing on all the existing protocols, I bring you very warm greetings from the leadership of United Nations in Ghana, distinguished guests, development partners, private sector leaders, innovators gathered here. It's a great pleasure to join you for the 2025 edition of the Ghana Digital Innovation Week, a flagship platform for collaboration, creativity, and celebration of Ghana's progress in digital transformation. I extend warm appreciation to the organizing secretariat of GDIW, the Minister of Communication, or the Ministry of Communication, Digital Technology and Innovations, and our long-standing partners, the UNDP, UNICEF, UNCDF, UNESCO, for their leadership in advancing Ghana's digital innovation ecosystem. Distinguished guests, the world today is being reshaped by innovation and technology at an unprecedented pace. While digital transformation necessitates us to adopt new tools, it also means that we must rethink how we deliver services, manage government, and leave no one behind in the face of global challenges. Importantly, digitalization has become a powerful accelerator of the Sustainable Development Goals, with the potential to advance progress across nearly 70% of SDG targets. Through improved connectivity, data, and digital solutions, countries can expand access to quality education and healthcare, strengthen climate resilience, and foster financial inclusion, among others. Likewise, innovation holds the key to unlocking Ghana's potential for inclusive and sustainable development. Improving access of enterprises to digital skills, financial services, and market opportunities is critical for driving sustainability and growth in businesses in Ghana. The theme for this year, Catalyzing for Change, Innovation and Digital Transformation at the center of Ghana's development agenda, reflects our shared vision that innovation and digitalization must be national enablers, integrated into every sector of our development to accelerate progress towards SDGs and strengthen Ghana. The UN Resident Coordinator's Office plays a central role across the entire UN system. And that is why this presentation covers all the work of the entire UN in Ghana. Our main mandate is to support the UN family in working together towards a common goal aligned with Ghana's national development priorities in the UN Sustainable Development Cooperation Framework. We facilitate coherence, collaboration, and partnerships across the UN, government, private sector, academia, and civil society. The UN SDCF, as I mentioned, consists of three main priorities: inclusive and sustainable economic growth and transformation, accessible, equitable, inclusive, and sustainable quality basic services, and durable peace, security in Ghana and the sub-region. Digital transformation and innovation cut across all these three priority areas. The UN focuses on increasing the quality and reach of government services, enabling increased productivity, efficiency, and business development, as well as addressing the barriers to learning and improving skills, as well as access to basic services. Within the UN family in Ghana, several agencies are jointly advancing innovation and digital transformation in partnership with the government of Ghana and development partners. Through a joint program funded by the EU on leveraging digital ecosystems for increased MSMEs productivity, led by UNDP, UNCDF, and UNCTAD, working together with the Ministry of Trade and Industry, the UN supports over 25,000 youth, mainly young men and women-led businesses through digital skills, financial access, and e-commerce development. This partnership seeks to remove barriers such as limited capital and low digital literacy, strengthen Ghana's MSME ecosystem, and promoting investment in the digital economy. Other initiatives by the UN include the University Innovation Port, an initiative to establish a high-tech market space at the University of Ghana to train youth in agri-tech and other verticals. This is in addition to the Young Africa Innovate program of the UNDP that has reached over 12,000 innovators directly. At UNICEF, the UN is supporting Internet of Good Things 2.0. Through this initiative, UNICEF Ghana has launched the upgraded Internet of Good Things platform, offering free access on low-end devices to critical multimedia components or contents on health, education, hygiene, internet safety, and youth services. Within UNESCO, there is the technology-enabled open school systems, which provides devices, connectivity, and digital learning across selected schools. Equally within UNESCO, the UN is promoting Digitalization for Equal Opportunities program, which promotes digital inclusion and economic empowerment for young women, particularly those in the rural areas. At a time of exponential pace of digital transformation across our planet, persistent digital divides among and within countries still persist in the way of widespread SDG progress. Wide gaps in digital readiness are also emerging, and these gaps sometimes exacerbate existing inequalities for the most vulnerable. Distinguished guests, as we move ahead, or as we look ahead, the UN remains deeply committed to overcome these gaps and support Ghana's digital transformation agenda as well as SDG achievement, from improving education and healthcare delivery, enhancing climate resilience, fostering economic inclusion, to strengthening governance and public service delivery. Moving forward, the focus must be on scaling innovation ecosystems and embed digital public goods in governance, deepening collaboration between government, private sector accelerators, academia, and civic tech innovators, in addition to entrenching digital inclusion in all development strategies. There is need to harness AI for climate resilience, blockchain for transparency, and GovTech for service delivery. Digital transformation must serve people, bridging divides, creating opportunities, and improving lives, while ensuring that no one is left behind, in line with the SDG principle of leaving no one behind. The UN in Ghana will continue to work with the government of Ghana, the GDIW, Secretariat, and all stakeholders to drive inclusive innovation ecosystems, build digital skills, and embed resilience across all sectors. In closing, I will say that digital transformation must serve people. They must bridge divides and create opportunities that will improve lives while ensuring that no one is left behind. Thank you very much.
We want to say a big thank you to the UN Resident Coordinator. Please, a round of applause for Mr. Ziad Shudhari, speaking to us so eloquently through the lead for governance and inclusive growth, Dr. Foucault Amprechum of the UNDP. Please, one more time, a round of applause. Thank you for those calls, and most importantly, for highlighting inclusion, quality, and access to digital tools and infrastructure as the world thrives or strives towards meeting the SDGs. Mr. Robot Man, you are causing an obstruction. I'll pay attention. It reminds me of some woman in my church. At somebody's wedding, you think she's the bride. Charlie, I wonder what she'll do at somebody's funeral. She'll want to be the corpse. Lie, lie, lie. But please, a round of applause. It's interesting, robots need man to help. Oh, Charlie. The world no balance. But as the UN is making all these commitments, the question we ask is, what is the government of Ghana doing? Somebody say resetting. Oh, come on, say it like you believe in the government of Ghana. Resetting. That's the spirit. And so the government of Ghana today, through the newly revamped Ministry of Communications, Digital Technology and Innovation, is committed to foundational and strategic shifts in 3 areas. Somebody say legislation, somebody say strategy, and somebody say policy. It is their belief that these 3 steps would set the tone for a more controlled, secure, and sovereign digital future for Ghana, thereby positioning data as a key national asset ready to unleash a digital and innovation climate. Ladies and gentlemen, speaking on behalf of the minister today is the Director of Innovations at the Ministry. Would you please make welcome Mr. Emmanuel Ofori.
Good morning to you all. I also stand on existing protocols. This is not my speech, so I have to make the disclaimer. It's not my speech. I'm making the speech on behalf of my minister, Honorable Samuel Nati George. And so I'll go straight into it. But he would have wished to be here. The team paid a courtesy call on him about this program. He was happy about it. because it's supporting what we are doing. We need to celebrate the little achievements that we make. We don't do too well about that as a country, but if we focus on celebrating the little things that we do, it empowers people to do more, and it can transform our country. So I'll go straight to his speech. Good morning. I bring you warm greetings from Honorable Samuel Nate George, who would have wished to be here, not for exigencies of work. It is both an honor and a privilege to address you and to warmly welcome all of you to the 2025 Ghana Digital and Innovation Week. The celebration of another edition of Ghana Digital and Innovation Week reaffirms our conviction that the future of Ghana will be written in digital ink, and innovation is the pen with which we will write it. This year's theme, Catalyzing Change, Innovation and Digital Transformation at the Center of Ghana's Development Agenda, is a statement of intent. It reflects our national resolve eyes on analog or manual foundations. The true wealth of nations today lies not only in natural resources, but in ideas, data, and digital infrastructure. Under the visionary leadership of His Excellency President John Dramani Mahama, Ghana has renewed its digital ambition, one anchored on inclusion, access, and empowerment. The ministry is at the heart of this agenda. Our goal is simple yet proud: to ensure